What is going on YouTube? My name is Lucas, and today we're going to be talking about, drone wars. And that sounds like it could be very intense, but really what we're going to be talking about are companies who are seeking out drones for future, whatever it may be. It could be deliveries, it could be just for security. I mean, there's a lot of things that drones are being used for, and I'm definitely going to talk about that. So if you're interested in this aspect, interested in this idea and concept, I suggest you stay tuned right after this. We really dive into exactly what drones are capable of doing and what companies are battling out to have the best drone, I ask that you guys smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, comment down below, and now it's time to get into the video. You know, as I stated in the open, drones have a ton of options. They truly do. I mean, there is so much drones are being used for today. Obviously, like I stated, security is going to be one of those. Obviously, surveillance. Those are things that you can think about. They're being used during athletic events. Obviously, they are, flying over the event, being able to provide a perspective that we didn't have years ago. And the major one that we're talking about now as we continue to move forward is a delivery aspect. And a lot of these companies are going to be e-commerce type companies. And the reason is because, one, we've endured one of the worst pandemics in the history of the world, if not the worst pandemic in the history. And we have to learn to adapt. And no better reason to utilize a piece of technology that is going to provide that service to us and continue to expand and grow upon that. I mean, that's another avenue at which we are using drones is to spray stadiums, spray areas for, the COVID-19. That is just one way we're using drones. Another topic that it has been talked about when it comes to pharmaceuticals is these drones being able to deliver the pharmaceuticals or the medicines people need. That would be a very beneficial, idea. So there's a lot going forward in the drone aspect. And I'm going to talk about some companies who are really diving in to make this happen. The first company up on my list is going to be Walmart. And most definitely, I mean, they are a powerhouse in their industry. And so for them to be seeking out the option of drones only makes sense. So over the past month, Walmart has announced 3 deals with drone operators to test different uses for drones. It's teamed up with Flytrex to deliver groceries and household essentials in Fayetteville, North Carolina. It plans to launch another pilot project with Zipline, a company best known for its medical drone deliveries in African countries like Ghana and Rwanda, for on-demand deliveries of health and wellness products early next year. And it's testing deliveries of at-home COVID-19 test kits with Quest Diagnostics and Drone Up in Las Vegas and Cheektowaga, a suburb of Buffalo, New York. Tom Ward, Walmart's Senior Vice President of Customer Products, said drones could be another way to use its giant big box stores to serve customers in many ways as we possibly can that suits their needs, whether that's speed or convenience. Drones now are at a place where I think technology represents a huge opportunity, he said. Yet Walmart and its rivals will have to overcome a variety of hurdles, such as bringing down the cost of deliveries and overcoming pushback from people who may see buzzing delivery vehicles over their backyard as a nuisance or invasion of privacy. Walmart has not released theirs of its deal with the drone companies and would not say how it split cost. Ward said that the retailer is still testing and trying to better understand what consumers want and what the deliveries would cost. He said Walmart does not yet know when drone deliveries may become widely available across the US. Where we see the success and where we can see it, this proposition makes sense for the customers and makes sense for the business. We will move really quickly, he said. Walmart has taken a different tactic, partnering with existing drone companies instead of building and operating its own. That is very key in my opinion, and the reason is because I think some others are really built from the ground up, so they know what it's all about, and they know what they're going to be able to do and the capabilities, and they can continue to expand on that. That's key for me. Even as it steps into drone wars, however, Ward said that in the Edge, a huge footprint of more than 5,300 stores across the country, including the subsidiary Sam's Club that can make it easier and cheaper for Walmart to deliver by drone compared with Amazon, which relies on a network of large fulfillment centers often further from customer neighborhoods. With 90% of Americans within 10 miles of a Walmart, a drone is actually a fantastic solution that we uniquely position to succeed in, Ward said. And I can see that, honestly, as it being a huge benefit. I think what the downside is that Walmart is almost trying to cut some corners by going ahead and getting some that already exist. Now, there are benefits, do not get me wrong. I do believe there are benefits of that. But like I said, when you build it from the ground up, you know everything about it, you know exactly what that drone is going to be capable of doing, and there's a sense of pride in a way. Company number 2 on my list is going to be Google. That's right. And obviously their drone is going to be their own project. So I'm going to dive into that immediately. Publicly announced in 2014, Project Wing was born out of Google X, the search giant's secretive labs, where it cooks up potentially world-changing technologies. Now run by Google's parent company Alphabet, Project Wing is focused on transforming how goods are shipped by developing both the aircraft and systems needed for autonomous delivery drones. See, a company that is actually doing it themselves and really figuring out what goes into it. Project Wing may not have yet realized its ambitions to develop a working drone delivery system, but it's making progress in a number of areas. Here's everything you need to know about the Moonshot project. Project Wing is Alphabet's project to build delivery drones, with a view of these autonomous aircraft being used to transport everything from groceries to emergency medicine. Alphabet is testing these drones in several locations around the world, including rural California and Australia. The project was originally envisioned to be a way to rapidly deliver defibrillators kits to heart attack victims, and Alphabet still sees various humanitarian roles for these drones, such as helping with disaster relief. Very important, no question. Project Wing is run by a mix of researchers, developers, business strategists, and engineers. So how does Project Wing's drone delivery work? The fleet of unmanned craft are being designed to collect packages from businesses and homes, carry them to the chosen location, and lower packages to the ground at a designated spot, such as near a doorstep or in a backyard. The automated aircraft fly pre-planned routes and use sensors and software to avoid collisions with drones and other obstacles. The drone route is mapped by Project Wing's Unmanned Air System Traffic Management (UTM) platform, which allocates the drone's flight path and makes sure that the aircraft are able to follow routes that avoid each other, buildings, trees, and other hazards. In order for the Project Wing to work effectively, Alphabet wants its drones to be able to pick up packages from anyone in almost any location without the need for specialized infrastructure or highly trained staff. And I think that's important because if it's very autonomous, it should be able to do the things you're asking it to do. So just the final piece here is, what is the current state of Project Wing and really what's next? The timetable for the project has not exactly run to plan, not surprising given the technical and regulatory hurdles that need to be overcome. In 2015, in an air traffic control convention near Washington, David Voss, the chief of the Project Wing team, told attendees the company hoped to have commercial drone delivery business up and running by 2017. Well, that was 3 years ago. However, testing seems to be ramping up, and the next on the agenda is the expansion of the test in Australia, which will see drones delivered to smaller backyards in more densely populated areas. I think the biggest thing when it comes to really kind of having some testing problems and things like that is the FAA is very, very strict in the United States, which we understand from all my numerous videos on Ag Eagle and, talking with Amazon. We can understand that the FAA is very, very strict. It is now time to talk about Amazon. And personally, in my opinion, I think Amazon has done this the best. And the reason I say that is because they are constantly pushing the envelope and they are really trying to progress fast into this sector. I mean, they truly are. They've gotten FAA approval and they keep developing different styles of drones to carry different amount of weights and all kinds of different things. They're even rumored to be partnering with one of the best that do it in Ag Eagle. And so I think for them to constantly be seeking out the best opportunities and, being the best in this sector only talks and speaks volumes of this company. So I'm going to talk a little bit about, their expectations with their drones and some of the newest designs that they've developed. So it says our newest drone design includes advances in efficiency, stability, and most importantly, in safety. It is also unique and it advances the state of the art. Well, how so? First, it's a hybrid design. It can do vertical takeoffs and landings like a helicopter, and it's efficient and aerodynamic like an airplane. It is also easily transitions between the two modes from vertical mode to airplane mode back to vertical mode. It's fully shrouded for safety. The shrouds are also the wings, which make it efficient in flight. This distinctive aircraft is controlled with 6 degrees of freedom as opposed to only the standard 4. This makes it more stable and capable of operating safely in more gusty wind conditions. Very important. We know customers will only feel comfortable receiving drone deliveries if they know the system is incredibly safe. And I hit on this last night in my video, as you can see right here. I think the biggest question for most people is my package going to arrive safely, and the security of my package making it to where it needs to be delivered? Those are key, and Amazon continually hits on that. So I think that's extremely important. So we're building a drone that isn't just safe, but independently safe, using the latest artificial intelligence technologies. What does that mean? Here's one way to think about it. Some drones are autonomous but not able to react to unexpected, relying simply on communication systems for situational awareness. If our drone's flight environment changes or the drone's mission command it to come into contact with an object that wasn't there previously, it will refuse to do so. It is independently safe. Let me explain by considering 2 of the drone's main delivery stages: in transit to destination and when approaching the ground. In transit, our drones need to be able to identify static and moving objects coming from any direction. We employ diverse sensors and advanced algorithms such as multi-view stereo vision to detect static objects like a chimney, to detect moving objects like a paraglider or helicopter. We use proprietary computer vision and machine learning algorithms approaching the ground. For the drone to descend for delivery, we need a small area around the delivery location that is clear of people, animals, or obstacles. We determine this using a stereo vision based depth map in parallel with sophisticated algorithms trained to detect people and animals from above. I think that is a very important piece of information right there, and I think that is a major tie with the likes of an Ag Eagle. And the reason I say that now is because we understand Ag Eagle sought out to get Valkyrie, and Valkyrie is created a box that is just unlike any others. I've talked about it in my video, yesterday, and I've done another video previously on it. I think that this speaks volumes in that manner. So if you haven't checked out that video, go take a look, and it'll explain a little bit more. Wrap this thing up and really tie it all together. I just think that there are a ton of options moving forward in the future with drones, and I've hit on a ton of them, and I just really see that being a direction as we start to advance into the future. I think food could be an option. I've talked about pharmaceuticals and medicines being delivered. We obviously talk about packages being the main thing focusing right now. And I just think as we get going, there's going to be a lot more, things that are invented, created. It's just going to be absolutely amazing to see. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully you were entertained. And the reason I say that is because, I am not a financial advisor, and anything I say in these videos is for pure entertainment purposes only, and that's exactly what I'm here to do, entertain. So hopefully you got some entertainment, and you guys know how I do it. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button. It helps out tremendously. And if you enjoy the content, because I'm going to keep the content flowing, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as always, have a good day.